your boy Richard Diaz back to you yet again with another video. If you're not part of the community already, I'll let you know. I'm a realtor here in Connecticut. For any referrals you have here in Connecticut looking to buy, sell, invest, feel free to email me below or leave a comment, as well as if you're looking for a cash offer anywhere in the world, connected with people worldwide. So let me know, drop a comment, email me, and we'll get you situated. As well as if you need any realtor assistance worldwide, I am connected with a network of realtors that can assist you as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So today I want to talk about a very touchy subject that most people get confused or have a misconception about. And what is it that I'm talking about? Work-life balance. So what is work-life balance? Is it possible? Is it a real thing? How much should I allocate to my life and how much should I allocate to work? Well, I'm here to tell you that you got to take this with a grain of salt. This might rub people the wrong way, but work-life balance is complete bullshit. It's bullshit. Because think about it. When you're working, what's going on? Life. When you're lifing, what's going on? Life. So I want to dive deep into this because a lot of people get this misconstrued. Oh, I'm working too much and I'm not enjoying life. Or maybe they are enjoying their work or they're enjoying life, but they put it out to and a date or a certain event. I can't wait till I go on vacation. I can't wait till I get out of work. I can't wait, till Friday. Man, it's Monday. All these things people have in their mind. And I'm here to tell you that you're living every single moment. Every single moment. So the key is to enjoy everything you do. When you're at work, you're enjoying every single moment because all we have is the now. There is no past. There is no future. There's only the idea of it that you hold in your mind. And nothing has meaning unless the meaning that we give it. And what that means is that if you're putting off your happiness or your relaxed time or time to enjoy yourself to a later time when you get out of work, like, you're doing it wrong. I'll tell you personally, for me, whenever I'm working, I'm making calls, I'm meeting with clients, I'm submitting offers, I'm putting in deals together, whatever it is, I'm enjoying it. I'm living life, because at the end of the day, if you wait for a certain time, you're putting off your happiness for that time. You're putting off living your life for that time. When you're going through social media, you're wasting your time. You're not living. So people are like, oh, I don't have enough time to do this and that. Yes, you do. There's 24 hours in a day. Imagine what you could do with all those hours. Most people take the time, maybe 3-4 hours on social media, not really doing anything with their time. Then they say, I don't have enough time, or oh man, all I do is work and all I do is, that's it. But evaluate your time. If you woke up a little earlier, say you wake up at 6 and you have work at 7, you're not giving yourself enough time. So why not do the duty to yourself? Wake up a little earlier, say 5, say 4, whatever it is. Get your mind right. Get yourself right before you start the day. Because think about it. You're going out into the world without even taking care of yourself. What do they tell you on the plane? Put your mask on first before you try to help anyone else. And most people don't take the time out to work on themselves. And what do I mean by working on yourself? It could be reading a self-help book. It could be meditating. It doesn't have to be, but you can ride a bike and be meditating. You can take a walk and be meditating. You can go to the park and be meditating. What else? You can journal. What's going on in your life? What are you going through? What would you like to remember in this moment? Because everybody says, oh, I don't need to, journal. I don't need to do this and that. But at the end of the day, how will you ever remember today? How will you have a clear grasp of how far you've gotten come a year? Sure, you can have an idea in your head of, how far you've come along, and maybe you can see some financial differences or maybe some physical differences. But how can you see for a whole of how far you've really come? And most people don't take the time out of their day to even check on themselves. Where am I? So that's why we hear all this, oh, mental health is serious. We got to talk about mental health, this and that. But it's cool and all, I'm not knocking that. But at the same time, what are you doing to check on your own mental health? What are you doing throughout the day that's going to get you better and better every day? So come a year from now, you're a completely different person. Because let's be honest, change is the only constant that we have in this world. And if we're not changing, we're not evolving, we're dying. You're either growing or you're dying. There's no in between. Because if you're in between, you're staying stagnant. And what's staying stagnant? Dying. I can tell you right now, like Jim Rohn says, I don't know if you guys are familiar, very, very highly motivational speaker. And he says, if you do the same thing you've done for the next 5 years that you've done the last 5 years, I know what your future is going to look like. Your future is going to be what you've done the last 5 years. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So how can I get better? How can I make sure that my future is not the same as I've experienced in the past? Maybe you want to grow financially. Maybe you want to be more intellectual. Maybe you want to grow even a physique that you're proud of. Maybe you want to knock some bad habits out. And it all comes down to how you use your time. Who are you associating with that's giving you, these bad vibes? Because along with, your last 5 years is going to be your next 5 years. Who are your 5 closest friends? Who are you spending the most time with? Because like the saying goes, you are the 5 people you spend your time with. Whether that's a good thing or whether that's a bad thing. You could say, oh, no, I spend time with them, but I'm not like them. We can go back and forth all day, but at the end of the day, you are going to eventually, if you're not in the current moment, be like them, And it's like, why do me and the closest friends have so many similarities? Or is it because we hang together because we have those similarities? Think about that for a second. Is it because we hang together that we have these similarities? Think about that. That's deep right there. For you to actually just sit and ponder on that and think about it as well. If you're the smartest person in the room, what the fuck can you gain from the people close to you? You never want to put yourself in a position where you're the smartest person in the room, because at the end of the day, what do you have to gain? What's going to come out of it? You want to put yourself always in uncomfortable positions, because that's where you're going to grow the most. And like I said before, if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not growing, you're dying. So evaluate who you spend the most time with. Make sure if you're spending time with them, they're at your level or slightly above. If the people you're hanging around with don't have anything that you want, what's the point? A lot of people like to say, oh no, that's my day one, or I've known him since high school, I've known him since middle school, we grew up together. None of that matters. None of that matters. Every day we're working on life. And if we're not working to constantly better our life, what else is there? What's your purpose? What drives you? Are you doing things every day that's getting you to that next level? To that person that you see yourself in your mind's eye? Are you doing those things? Because work's always going to be there. And think about it. For all the people who are not entrepreneurs or not the boss themselves, that job can let you go like this. But what happens when you want to take time off, when you have to take a sick day? They decide whether you do or you don't. And then what happens if you have too many sick days, God forbid, something goes wrong, or you have to go out of state or out of the country, out of the city for a family member who's ill, and you take too many of those, they let you go like this. But you never gave it a second thought to actually care for yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. This life is 100% your responsibility. And I'm not saying don't work hard, don't go to work. All I'm saying is evaluate how you spend your time. Are you maximizing your time? Are you creating the version of yourself that you want to become? Because like Jim Rohn says too, it's not about what you get on the job. It's about who you become in that process. So take some time, today I suggest, because, you forget what you've obtained, in the first 24, 48 hours if you don't apply it. So think about who are you becoming, and think about if that person you're becoming is the person that you want to be. And also think about, is that person that I'm becoming someone who I want to see in the next 5 years? Is that someone who I'm going to be proud of? Stop putting off living to a future date, till you go on vacation, till it's the weekend. Stop associating with people who do you no good, who don't contribute to your life. Work-life balance is a myth. Enjoy every single fucking moment of the day like it's your last. Because it very well may be. I'm sure you had friends, family members that were here at one time, but they're not here anymore. Maybe they're gone, they passed away. Maybe they're in jail. Maybe they're in ill health. All these things are real, man. You gotta care for you, because no one else is gonna do it for you. This life is 100% your responsibility. No one's coming to save you. Even though you want to think, oh, my rescue is coming soon, or at this certain day I'm gonna feel better. It's not like that. It's a sad reality of life. It's not like that. So if you're not constantly checking in with yourself, not constantly taking care of yourself, the future's not going to be any different, guys. The future's not going to be any different. I hope you got some value from this video. Hit a thumbs up, hit a subscribe, comment if I spread any value to your life. And I don't ask for anything. Go ahead, if it did provide any value, share this with a friend, share this with a colleague, share this with a family member. But that's all for today, folks. I'll be back to you yet again with another video. Richard Diaz, signing out.